Hey guys, welcome back to Rossoneri TV. Drew here to give you some of the latest transfer rumors, of course, going around in Milan. Of course, there are many names still being chosen to Milan, of course. Milan's still interested in many options. I'm going to start off with Saponara. Of course, we made a video yesterday talking about him, that his intentions are to leave Milan because, of course, he hasn't been getting much playing time lately. Really, he's not into the considerations of Inzaghi. And of course, he even mentioned on Instagram that every cycle is supposed to be, and there's supposed to be an end to every cycle. So this might be the last time we'll see Saponara at Milan. Also because Milan and Bologna have reportedly reached an agreement over him. It will be a loan and option to buy, according to Gazzetta dello Sport. Of course, sad to see him go, but if he's not getting playing time, he definitely has to move on and get some playing time somewhere else. Moving on, guys, to the transfer rumors. Alex Witsel, that's a very interesting name because according to Mediaset, Milan is ready to offer $3 million to Zenit to loan him. Of course, very fantastic player, full of potential, full of qualities, could play anywhere in the midfield, really, defensive mid, attacking mid, on the sides. So he's a complete midfielder in all senses, of course. So it would be great to see him at Milan. However, as I said, $3 million for the loan option. I don't know if it's gonna happen because, of course, he's a highly regarded player with lots of value, of course, on the transfer market. And of course, $3 million is a bit less, not too much. So we will have to see how that plans out. But of course, that will be a very interesting option if Galliani could pull it off. Moving on now, Galliani, speaking of him, he actually spoke with lots of sporting directors in these past few hours, in the past days. Now, he specifically spoke with Atalanta's sporting director regarding 22-year-old Zappacosta. Now, he plays as a right back and could also play as a right winger. Very young, 22 years old, as I mentioned. However, he has a contract with Atalanta until 2018. He's the regular starter with them, almost started in every match so far this season, except a few, and he has one goal for Atalanta so far this season. Now, I don't know much about the player. However, I do know he's young. He could definitely play at the right back. He's getting Serie A experience, that's for sure. Now, it'll be interesting to see how Galliani wants to approach getting this player, if he actually wants to. As we know, Atalanta was actually interested in Saponara as well, but now that the deal seems to be done with Milan Bologna, it seems like it's out of reach. So we'll have to see if Galliani is actually interested in him enough in order to sign him or get him on loan or somewhat. Moving on now, guys. Of course, this is probably the biggest news or the biggest player on the market right now where Milan want to point. And I'm speaking about Mattia Desto, of course, the striker for Roma. Very young, very futile, of course, lots of chances and lots of goals for Roma in the past season. Not getting the playing time that he should so far this season, and that is why maybe he wants to move out. Now, Gazzetta dello Sport, of course, reported that Milan is interested in getting him. They reported that Roma is actually interested and willing to let the player leave on loan. However, they want a buyout clause set at about 15 million euros. Does Milan have that money? I don't think so. Not right now. And I think if they want to get to Destro, they're going to have to sell someone. That might also be El Shaarawy. Many people are, of course, discussing about this. Should we let El Shaarawy go for Destro? Of course, it's a topic to be discussed. Personally, I wouldn't. Of course, I'm a big El Shaarawy fan. I would love to, of course, see him stay at Milan, but he needs to put in those performances. If by the end of the season we don't see much from him again, then of course I'll consider a move for someone else and maybe even considering selling him. But of course, we shouldn't be giving this guy as a cheap option, guaranteed. Now, Milan also offered Pazzini to Roma for this part of a deal to get to Destro, of course. However, Roma is not interested in Pazzini, of course. I can only see him being as a bench once again, being on the bench for Roma. He's not getting much playing time at Milan. What makes us say that he's gonna get playing time at Roma? So definitely will be starting from the bench. Therefore, Roma is not interested altogether, and instead they just want money for Desto. So I think the facts are quite clear. They don't want some swap of some sort. They don't want any player included, but they just want straight money. Now, let's move on, guys, because this report now, this rumor, I was actually kind of disturbed about it. Now, Calcio Mercato has reported that Milan is apparently interested in Osvaldo as he has problems with Inter. Cagliari is also interested in this player, of course, and they're pushing actually quite hard in order to get to him. Now, my, of course, view on Osvaldo, he's not a player that I really like. Changes teams way too often for my liking. He went to Roma, Juventus, Inter. Now, just to complete the pack, he wants to go to Milan. No, I don't think he should be coming. He's a player that I don't like, as I said. Way too many problems with this guy in the clubs, of course. I actually watched a game, Juve against Inter, a few days ago, and really didn't like that reaction when Icardi didn't pass the ball to him. So, no, he's not a player that I will like at Milan, and I hope these reports are false and just rumors. Now, guys, once again, to move on, Michael Essien, his agent has actually stated that it's very unlikely that his client will remain at Milan next season. Of course, it seems like after this season, he won't renew. He will just go somewhere else, maybe to the MLS, maybe somewhere else. But definitely his agent is pretty much saying that Essien won't stay at Milan after the season, and he probably will be on his way out. Really, I don't see anything to kind of go against that statement because obviously he hasn't been playing much, way too slow for Milan, way too slow for the midfield, and really he's not giving any asset to the team. So, of course, if he goes out, by all means, I won't really mind. Now, guys, of course, to end off, there's been lots of discussion about this player, Suso. Of course, he will join Milan. It has already been reported and everything. However, he still hasn't signed an official contract. Now, the player is most likely to join Milan this summer instead of January. Of course, in these next few days, apparently he's supposed to have some medical visits to make sure everything's fine with him. And, of course, also to see if Milan could actually get him in January or not. Now, if they want him in January, they're going to have to pay something to Liverpool. I don't think Milan are going to go after him in January. I think they're going to wait until July. Of course, he's going to sign the contract maybe in the next few days to start from July. But I really see him as an option this January. Now, he is expected to sign a 4-year contract with Milan, so he will be staying at Milan for the long run. Now, guys, that is it for the transfer rumors that I have so far. Of course, as we have updates, we will definitely make a video regarding them. Of course, many names, guys. Let me know what you guys think about these names that Milan has been reported to and reported with. Of course, let me know if you're interested in any of these players. Should we do some of these moves? Should we push for Witsel? Should we push for Desto? Let us know, of course, in the comment section. That is it for me, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to Rossoneri TV, guys, for match previews, reviews, discussions, fan reactions, and much more to stay atop and updated with AC Milan. Thanks for watching, guys. This has been Gio from Rossoneri TV, signing off, and as usual, Forza Milan.